This cigar is something. And it's giving me a really, really good dose of strength at the end here, too. You know, Cohiba. Supposedly this blend is supposed to be more medium. It's kicking my ass right now. At the end of this thing is strong, man. So smooth. So buttery. Buttery, that's what it's really. It tastes buttery right now. Delicious. John Link, Dr. Joe, just received my box of cigars from Finest Cuban Cigars. Packing was exactly the same as yours in the video. Can't wait to order my next box. I might wait until after the Habanos News episode before I order it. Would be nice if you could get a Dr. Joe 10% discount code from Finest Cuban Cigars. Thanks for all the hours of work you're doing. You know, not a terrible idea. Who knows what the future holds? But I'll tell you this. Their prices are so fucking low already that, and they offer daily specials and promotions and all sorts of things that with a 10% discount code on top of that, I mean, I don't want them to go bankrupt. You know what I mean? Really, the prices, if you look around, the prices are fucking really low. They're really low. But I am really glad that you got your box. And yeah, of course it's the same as I show in my videos, because that's why I'm showing it to people, because I know that to be true. I'm not going to show you something knowing that you're not going to get what I got, that you're going to get something else. Bullshit. You're going to get exactly what I fucking show you. That's how it works. So, that I trust them, and the reason I, you know, really, I associate myself with them because I just don't have, you know, I trust other vendors in certain areas. I just don't trust them with my name. You know what I mean? Like every vendor that I've used before, I've had somebody with some sort of fucking problem, and I don't need to be attached to it. I just don't. I'm gonna choose the one that I know has real cigars. That's what you guys are looking for. I'm gonna choose the one that I feel is gonna do right by my viewers. That is going to go the extra mile and to do everything I say that they're going to do, because I don't need anybody coming back to me and saying, this happened, that happened, fuck this, fuck that. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need my reputation tarnished. So, that's the thing. I trusted them to finally order a box of Cohibas, you know, and my reputation to me, as far as this channel is concerned, is worth a hell of a lot more than even a box of fucking Cohibas. So, when I say you guys can use them, that you should use them, I mean it. That's the God's honest truth. Molly R. If I order a box of Cuban cigars, is it still illegal for them to ship into the U.S.? Yes, it's illegal. Yes, it's illegal. It's illegal. I'm not going to go in. I'm not going to get into it. It's illegal. That's all you need to know. So, we're getting there. I'm going to do our last third review soon, and then our final review, and a few short words on our Trinidad or Cohiba thing. But one last one, Cameron Myers, who is also doing cigar reviews, and earlier on, a few months ago, he commented and said he loved the channel and that my channel inspired him to start doing cigar reviews. So he decided, he sent me a message and he wanted to send me a few cigars for what he says, all the hard work I've been doing. Listen, honestly though, it is fun and I don't really consider it work, but it's time consuming, especially when you do it like this. It does take a lot out of you. And maybe that he's been getting into doing reviews, he sees what I'm talking about when I say that. It's not just sitting here smoking a cigar. A lot has to happen for you on the other end to be seeing all this. So Cameron Myers, Haas. Hey Joe, it's Haas. I've been trying to send you a message here on YouTube about sending you some smokes. Can you shoot me an email? Thanks, brother. Keep on smoking. Okay, so I said back, hey Haas, got the cigars. Much appreciated, my friend. And I told him, unfortunately, here's the story. He sent the cigars, and the day I got the cigars at my door, was the day that my grandfather passed away. And as you saw from the beginning of the Chisel episode that I mentioned, there was a death in the family and that I've been having some hard times and everything. And he sent these cigars prior to that, of course, without knowing that, so it wasn't a condolence gift or anything. But to me it was, because that was obviously a terrible day. And when the doorbell rang and I got this package, it was just one thing during the day that really gave me like a little smile, because it was like, wow, you know, my viewers, people watching my show, looking out for me and sending me smokes, and there's nothing better than that. That's just fucking great. So I want you to know how much it means to me, and therefore what I was getting to was I hadn't had the time to open the package with so much stuff going on. So I'm going to open it now on the show, and we're going to see what we got. So let's see what we got from Haas. I think it will be fun. I have a problem. I don't want to put my cigar down. Wow, this thing got hot at the end, man. It's really hot right now. Probably because I'm puffing too much. Wow, that's fucking hot. Whew. Big nub, big nub. Let's see what we got. Boom! Boom! From one reviewer to another. Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe, enjoy. Only kidding, it's just cigars. You know, I didn't even think of that till just now while I was opening it. Hey, Dr. Joe. Where can I send you some smokes, man, for all the hard work you've been doing? I want you to, I want you to enjoy something. Bada boom! No, not my Cohibas. They'll find me blown to bits here with Cohibas all over me. Oh, that'll be fucking something. I never bring a cutter when I need it. Hold on a second. Alright, so I got rid of all the packing there. And very nicely packed. Excellent. You might be able to even work for Finest. I can use these always. Wow. Now, this I'm not familiar with. Morphine. American cigars for you. Got that skull with a moth type thing there, and very, very creepy looking. So, there was a letter. Enjoy the smokes. The ones without the bands are Cubans from Frank Correnti in Canada. Thanks for your hard work. They definitely look hand-rolled, and they smell very woody. That's all I'm really smelling now. It might be the Cohiba smoke covering up anything else. I'll have to look at them later. But we have Redemption from the same company here. Black Label Trading Company. So it looks like that might be a favorite of Haas's here. Very interesting looking cigar. Again, and the actual Lancero, the Morphine Lancero. Whoa. So if you don't find me in a few days, you know what happened. L'Atelier. This cigar I saw on the top 25. I don't remember if it was this year or prior, but I know it did very well at some point. I've never had a chance to try one, so thank you. Obviously, this band is designed after the Cuban Vigueros band. That's outstanding. Cro-Magnon. Okay, so I've heard of this. Again, have not had a chance to smoke it. That's going to be another interesting experience. And an Iroa. Salud Amor Pesetas. Alright, 2013 Tradition Tabacalera Calidad Superior. Very cool, man. That looks like some heavy duty fucking tobacco in there. Very, very thick. Very nice, man. All packed up well and everything. I'll even be using the packs. So thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very cool of you. And check that out. That is neat. That is neat. That's the American market for you. Folks out there from overseas. Drugs, death, and bugs. Big fucking bugs with skulls. One day, there will be a Cuban cigar called Ativan or some Vicodin, fucking with the giant Cuban snake on it or something. Really cool, man. Really cool stuff. Thank you very much. I'll have to go upstairs and sort these out in my goodie bag. But nice couple of smokes to try out over the fucking week, and I will be doing that because at the end of this, you know, I don't know how you pack this so well that now I don't know how to close the fucking thing without killing the cigar. I'll just leave it open a little. I'll figure it out later. The end of this week, I will be going away for the memorial service for my grandfather, who was a World War II Navy veteran, and there's a whole bunch of stories behind him. He was a great man, and he will be missed. So the Dr. Joe Show salutes him. We got a tiny bit of nub left. Let me try to light it. I let it cool off because it got so hot that it was just, wow. Let me try to relight this thing, and we'll go over our last third. Got a nice little pinch on it. I don't know how long I'll be able to hold it because it's hot already. But it goes to show there's more cigar there. God, it's good. This last third, big pickup in strength. A lot of strength. A lot of oaky flavor. Oaky. The salt dies down a little, but that's good because it was starting to get really intense. It's much more subtle now. Oaky. Leathery through the nose. Peppery. A little teeny bit of spice coming. The cigar is not a spicy cigar. A little bit at the end here, mostly a peppery spice. Some espresso flavors. Delicious to the last fucking puff. You know, every third of the cigar was unique and interesting. I like them all. And I have no idea. I don't know this box probably. This is why I got a young box of Cohibas. He's following my wishes, giving me boxes from 2011, you know, at least a year old with the Partagas. These things don't sit on the fucking shelves. It's fairly difficult to find a good aged box of Cohibas, and when you do, they're a little pricey. But these, man, are fucking great. These are great. You know, ordering takeout Japanese food every night. I love Japanese food. I used to love sushi, but now I just get like a, what they call a, well, shrimp tempura roll. It's like a sushi roll, but with shrimp tempura and a little bit of melon and wasabi in it. It's very interesting. It's a crazy place. They do all this crazy stuff. And then I just get the chicken teriyaki. But that's what I eat almost every night. So I have gotten so fucking good with chopsticks that I was thinking about using chopsticks to smoke a nub. That might work well. You know, my friend Paul, who I've actually went out and had a smoke with, we met up. Very nice guy. I met him and a friend of his who is a radio operator, broadcast station operator, works there anyway. And we started getting to talking about doing a cigar show on the radio. Perhaps. One day, it may be a possibility. But anyway, Paul was recommending the most crazy shit to smoke nubs. He's using a medical hemostat. And, you know, hey, if it works, it works. But, I don't know, man. It's a little scary. A little scary for me. Using fucking sterilized medical equipment to smoke the end of my cigar. I'm into it. I just don't want to go off the deep end yet. You know. Paul, we got to meet up again, man. That was fun. That was fun. I hope you're still watching. Okay, guys. I'm just going to finish this up. It's pretty much done. And we're calling it a wrap. We did our last third. Let's do a final rating. And I guess I'll say it now because the rating's coming out. I love both cigars. I think both are great. We talk about how expensive the Cohiba Siglo 6 is, but the Funadoras is not much cheaper. It's really not. It's over $400 a box. A great cigar. And I would continue to smoke and order both. I would say that this cigar did blow me away more than the Funadoras did. The Funadoras was a fantastic Cuban cigar, but this cigar really took me by surprise, especially at the beginning and even now, just all the way through, this is a fucking fantastic cigar. So refined. The smoke is just so smooth and refined and buttery and just, it's just there. It's just, it's magical. It really is. The Cohiba, this box anyway, of Cohibas is fucking magical. It's really good. And, you know, while the Fundadores is awesome, and while I love the Lancero format, this cigar just hit it on the head for me. You know, so while the Fundadores is a little less money, I would spend a few extra bucks and get the Cohiba Siglo 6s. I'd also say that this thing just went out and there's no relighting it. I would also say that I would prefer to smoke the Fundadores in the morning or maybe a lazy afternoon, and these are great cigars for after a big meal, which I haven't even eaten, or you know, late hours, whatever, with drinks, stuff like that. They're two cigars made for different occasions, for different things. So they're both great in their own right. But when it comes right down to flavor and flavor only, I choose the Cohiba Siglo 6. Sorry, I just do. And the Fundadores was interesting. It really was, and there was some great flavors there. And like I said, it's unique enough that I'll keep going back to it. But if there were two boxes and I could, each one was $1 for a box of Cohiba Siglo 6, $1 for a box of Fundadores, but I could only have one, I would have to say I'll buy the Siglo 6s. And the fact that these are under a year old and the other ones are almost 3 years old only goes to prove more that these are just fucking dead-on cigars. Highly recommend that as soon as they get them back in stock, because they're out right now, grab them while you can. They'll also make other sizes. You don't have to get the 6. You know, so the 5 is great, the 4 is great. They're all fucking great. Some are a little small for the money, but that's it. So that's the final verdict, folks. Cohiba Siglo 6 wins the battle. And while the Fundadores is awesome, very elegant cigar, very fine-tuned cigar, it's just not as refined as the Cohiba Siglo 6, to me anyway. And every puff of this cigar, with the Fundadores, I was like enjoying it a lot, and then at some moments I'd be like, this is pretty good, and then, you know, just going through it. But every puff of this cigar was just an experience. It really was. Really was. And I'm not just saying that because it's fucking Cohiba. You know, if it wasn't good, I'd tell you it's not good. But for what I paid for these, well fucking worth it. So let's do a final rating and wrap it up. Well, folks, that wraps it up. Unfortunately, all things must come to an end. I wish this cigar was 18 inches long. Linea 1492, Cohiba Siglo 6, the verdict is in. Appearance, burn, construction, draw, all a solid 1. Flawless. Pre-draw flavor, amazing. Loved that unique sour note. If you don't like it, you won't like this cigar because it's there throughout the whole thing. I love it. Overall flavor, 1.75. As good as you can get without making me say, oh my god, I have never tasted anything like this in my life. So it was almost there. Aroma, 1. The aroma was so good, every time I blew out the smoke, I had to stick my head in the cloud and breathe in. It was that good. Balance, a 1. Started out mellow, elegant, and by the end it was kicking my ass. Wonderfully balanced strength and flavor. Complexity, 0.75. High up there. Not the most complex cigar I've ever smoked, but getting there. Unbelievable, phenomenal, fantastic. They really are as good as they say they are. That's what I wrote, and that's how I feel. Everyone out there, have a good night. Get these if you can. They're well worth it. This is the Dr. Joe Show. Keep on smoking. Say goodnight, Max.